in the media conference with Lal Goyal, which is brought to you by V4 News, Global TV, V4 Stream, Malnadu TV India, News Gaon Se, Samvad Sarokar News, Bharat Post News, Organ Donation India Foundation, and Gyan. Our endeavor is to enlighten you with the current topic. And today's topic is not only current, but very, very relevant. And the topic is Mahatma Gandhi and Gram Swaraj. But before I will go on the main topic, I would like to inform you that today the world is observing the International Day of Non-Violence. The International Day of Non-Violence is observed on 2nd October, the birthday of Mahatma Gandhi, leader of the Indian independence movement and pioneer of the philosophy and strategy of non-violence. According to General Assembly resolution of 15th June 2007, which established the commemoration, the International Day is an occasion to spread the message of non-violence through education and public awareness. The resolution reaffirms the universal relevance of the principle of non-violence and the desire to secure a culture of peace, tolerance, understanding, and non-violence. And today is 2nd October. And as we all know that today there is the Gandhi Jayanti. The future generation will never believe that great people like Mahatma Gandhi were ever born. It was said by world-famous scientist Albert Einstein. Gandhi Jayanti is celebrated on October 2nd every year to mark the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. It is observed across states and territories in India and is one of the officially declared national holidays. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi or Mahatma Gandhi was born on October 2nd, 1869 in Porbandar, Gujarat. This year will mark Gandhiji's 152nd birth anniversary. People honor Gandhi's contributions towards the Indian independence movement and his non-violent way of life. He led the Dandi Salt March in 1930. In 1942, he launched the Quit India movement. He was also instrumental in abolishing the age-old practice of untouchability. Mahatma Gandhi is alive through his philosophy, both at the national and international stage. On Gandhi Jayanti, the country renews its commitment to peace and harmony. India's freedom struggle was not merely a political movement, but also a call for social and cultural awakening. Time magazine named Mahatma Gandhi Person of the Year in 1930. Gandhiji was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize 5 times, but never received the award. His fame spread worldwide during his lifetime and only increased more and more after his death. The name Mahatma Gandhi is now one of the most universally recognized on earth. And today, we are also celebrating the birth anniversary of Lal Bahadur Shastri. Lal Bahadur Shastri was born on 2nd October 1904. He was the second Prime Minister of India. He promoted the White Revolution, a national campaign to increase the production and supply of milk by supporting the Amul Milk Cooperative of Anand, Gujarat, and creating the National Dairy Development Board. Underlining the need to boost India's food production, he also promoted the Green Revolution in India in 1965. This led to an increase in food grain production, especially in Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh. He led the country during the Indo-Pakistan War of 1965. His slogan, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, hail to the soldier, hail to the farmer, became very popular during the war. The war formally ended with the Tashkent Agreement on 10th January 1966. He died on 11th January 1966 in Tashkent.
Got it, I think.
Dr. Shetty, please mute yourself. Sorry. He died on 11 January 1966 in Tashkent. He was posthumously awarded the Bharat Ratna. Media conference with Lal Goyal wishes you on this very auspicious day and hopes today's political leaders will follow the principle of these great leaders. And now coming on the main topic, Mahatma Gandhi and Gram Swaraj. Gram Swaraj is a special term coined by Mahatma Gandhi and later developed by Vinoba Bhave, which promotes the transformation of every village into a self-efficient, autonomous entity where all the systems and facilities for a dignified living are available. Swaraj signifies self-rule with a continuous effort towards independence and self-reliance. Gram Swaraj or village self-rule is decentralized, human-centric, and non-exploitative. It adheres to working towards a simple village economy and towards achieving self-sufficiency. Gram Swaraj, an idea of self-reliant village, is a unique concept of rural reconstruction proposed by Mahatma Gandhi much before India's independence that he developed over a period of times. His concept of Gram Swaraj is considered one of the alternative models of rural reconstruction, whose primary focus is on the holistic development of society where individuals are placed in the economic system's centers. However, Gram Swaraj is considered an ideal development approach, yet Indian planners and policymakers emphasized economic development over an individual's moral and ethical values after independence. On the other hand, with gaining more importance to sustainable development, the Gandhian concept of Gram Swaraj starts gaining importance as his approach gave importance to the human being overall development. The Gandhian's development approach primary target was village, as he considered that rebuilding of a nation depends on the reconstruction of rural areas. He, based on his experiences, introduced his economic ideas to reconstruct many rural areas of India. Among them, the experiment of rural reconstruction in Champaran in 1917, Sevagram in 1920, Wardha in 1938, and constructive programs were the prominent example of such initiative. Moreover, he directly introduced his rural reconstruction ideas and urged his followers and colleagues to focus on rural reconstruction. In one of his letters wrote on 13th November 1945 to first Prime Minister of Independent India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, he suggested him mental, economic, political and moral development of each individual to have equal right and opportunity. He also asked him to focus on bridging the gap between rural-urban divide. The village, according to Gandhi, is an ideal place to live. A glimpse of his dream village is reflected in his different writings published in Harijan and Young India and some of the personal letters he wrote to different persons. In one such letter written to Munna Lal Shah on 4th April 1941, he depicted his ideal village idea. He dreamed of a village where everyone wears clothes made of own, used oil of indigenous oil presses, and eats oil produced by own. There would be 100% literate people in his dream village with having harmony among different communities, and there would be no untouchability, free from quarrels and thefts. Therefore, the ideal village, what he dreamed, would be an independent unit or a complete republic. Accordingly, Gandhiji considered that each village should be independent of its neighbors for its own vital wants and yet interdependent for many others, in which dependence is a necessity. Thus, every village's first concern will be to grow its own food crop and cotton for its clothes. Accordingly, his dream village was based on no caste and class, in which there are no vertical divisions, but only horizontal. No high, no low. All services has equal status and carries equal wages. Those who have more use their advantage not for themselves, but as a trust to serve others who have less. The motivating factor in the choice of vocations is not personal advancement, but self-expression and self-realization through the service of society. There are many components of Gandhian's ideal village. These include revenue generation, village sanitation, village industries, high status of women, etc. He considered that to be a complete republic, a village must have sources of revenue generation. So he said that any village can become such a republic today without much interference, even from the present government, whose sole effective connection with the village is the excavation of the village revenue. Village sanitation and village industries were integral part of Gandhi's dream village. Village sanitation is necessary as it's directly linked with individual mental and physical health. His understanding of village sanitation's importance is reflected in one of the letters he wrote to D.D. Joshi on 1st August 1946. In his letter, he mentioned that village sanitation, domestic cleanliness, personal hygiene, and healthcare have the first place and full scope, the underlying idea being that this done, there can be no disease. According to him, each one should be clean from externally and internally. The village of each individual should be free of dirt and dung and foul smells. So in his village reconstruction program, village sanitation gets a vital place. Accordingly, he urged the village workers to focus on village sanitation specifically. Therefore, he said, the village worker who is ignorant of village sanitation science, who is not a successful scavenger, can not fit himself for village service. Village industries in the Gandhian ideal village find a vital place because only village industries could cater to unemployment in rural areas. These industries, which include soap making, match making, hand grinding, hand pounding, oil pressing, cattle farming, dairying, khadi, etc., are labor-driven with the involvement of less machinery. He considered that the urban-centric industries based on big machinery are the source of labor exploitation and only the profit source to their owner. Their objectives are not to solve the problems of unemployment. With the revival of village cottage and small-scale industry would lead to creating an employment for mass, leading to an increase in income of rural people. In Gandhian dream village, women got high status. He dreamt of a village where there will be the same respect for women as vouchsafed to men, and the chastity and purity of men and women will be jealously guarded. Where every woman except one's wife will be treated by men of all religions as mother, sister, or daughter according to her age. Therefore, Gandhi dreamt for a village where all the individuals will be free of all diseases, exercise their physical labor, have all connectivities and all necessities of life, such as clean water, food, clothes, sanitation, education, and the house, lead to self-reliance. He thus emphasized people's inclusion in decision-making, as decision-making only can make a village self-reliant and self-rule or true republic. There would be no exploitation and each individual will have equal rights and opportunities in the Gandhian's ideal village. And to discuss today's very, very important and relevant topic on a very, very auspicious day of Gandhi Jayanti, the topic Mahatma Gandhi and Gram Swaraj, we have a very elite chief guest with us, and he's Dr. N. Sridhar Shetty. Dr. Shetty is a teacher, philosopher, researcher, administrator, sportsman, visionary. He is the director of Center for Advanced Dentofacial Stematogenetic Sciences, Niche University. He is founder dean of A.B. Shetty Memorial Institute of Dental Science, Niche University. He was the national president of Dental Council of India from 1995 to 1998. Having 48 years of teaching experience in the Faculty of Dentistry, he also holds the record for the tenure of 21 years as dean and principal of a single institution. Professor Dr. N. Sridhar Shetty is the recipient of very, very famous Dr. B.C. Roy National Award in 1996. The award was presented by the Honorable President of India. Eminent Teacher Award in the field of health sciences by the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences. Lifetime Achievement Award by the Indian Prosthodontic Society. His master work is in successfully demonstrating and model in providing free, trade-free healthcare to the rural poor at their doorsteps free of cost. Welcome, Dr. N. Sridhar Shetty on our show. Dr. Shetty, you have heard Dr. C.P. Rahman as well as we about his views. Now, you being a doyen in the medical field, as well as you are the pioneer who has started providing free treatment or free dentist dentures to the poor and especially in the rural area. So you have the fair idea about the village, about the gram, and you have done lots of work, and your proposal which you have sent to the government is also in such a way that you want that the villages to be uplifted. Once the village will be uplifted, according to your concept, the entire country will uplift. We would like to know from you your views on Mahatma Gandhi and Gram Samaj, Gram Swaraj. Dr. N. Sridhar Shetty, please.